Today I'm going to share with you a super simple but highly effective sequence that goes deep into our nervous system, specifically focused on upper body, upper trunk, shoulder blade, rib cage organization. This is great to use as a warm-up before you do upper body focused work, strength training or movement-based work. It's also great for a therapeutic approach. If you've been struggling to do some weight bearing on your arms, or if you're recovering from something with your shoulder, elbow, and wrist, when you're cleared for weight bearing, this is a wonderful sequence that brings in that deeper work from the nervous system. So we're going to start on all fours, and hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, lowering down, forearms and forehead on the floor. This is the start of the symmetrical tonic neck reflex. And then sit back, chest is lifted, and then coming through. We're going to repeat this again, lowering down. This is a really important sitting back, a really important developmental reflex. Go ahead and repeat this again. Really important for spinal health, but connecting the spine all the way up to the neck, which is the upper part of the spine, to the upper extremities in particular. And keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. Now we're going to do shoulder blade push-ups. Keep your elbows straight, lower your chest down, eyes look down, neck is long, because after all, it is part of that long spine you're focusing on here. And just gently unsticking those shoulder blades. They get really sticky in modern living. Stay here, find the middle ground. You're not rounded and you're not sunken in your shoulder blades. Then reach one arm out in front and then the other. It can be slightly to the side if your shoulder range of motion isn't happy with alongside your ear. Always respect your body and do what's right for you. And you can feel when you shift to one side, there's a lot of stability work on that one shoulder girdle and arm, but you can also feel the core has to respond differently too. So we're connecting our core to our upper body with this. Now curl your toes under, we're gonna rock back and forth. This is also supporting that symmetrical tonic neck reflex. And then pause again, back over the hands, back over the knees. From here, we're going to take one arm out and do windshield wiper to the side. Palm is down. Again, choose the range of motion that is best for you today. And then pause. You can just hold, or you can start bending that opposite arm. And that's a lot of work, a lot of stabilization. So maybe that comes later. And come on back in, switch to the other side. I'm probably going to have to move up from this wall a little bit. I never quite guess how close to get to the wall. So windshield wiper. Deep, deep breath, eyes looking down, and pause with the arm anywhere there, and we're going to see if we can lower down. This is a lot harder than it seems like it should be, but you can tell your friends and family that you're doing one-armed push-ups. Yeah, you're not doing the straight leg one-armed push-ups, but you're doing one-arm push-ups that have proper form and alignment and tap into the nervous system. Curl your toes under. We're going to rock one last little bit. And then we're going to get out of this all fours position. And go ahead and lie on your back. Now, if you have a dowel rod, great. If you don't, you could use like a broomstick or a long umbrella, something to hold on to, because we want to tap into that Robinson hand grasp. So I have my hands wrapped around, my thumb is over top of the first few fingers. Stretch the arms up, and I'm just going to take the arms overhead, exploring the range of motion. I don't want you to have an expectation of how far the arms will go. Just make it an exploration. See where those arms want to go comfortably, nice and gentle. And always make sure you bring those arms all the way back down to the thighs. And you can do that for one more rep. And you can take any of these and do additional reps if you want. And then place the arms straight over or slightly beneath shoulder level. We're going to do those shoulder blade push-ups, or as you'll hear me call them from time to time, scapular mobilizations, where the shoulder blades draw towards the spine and then away from the spine. It's like we did at the beginning on all fours, but now there's no weight bearing. So if you go to the all fours and it's not comfortable, you can always come to this version. And then relax. Set the dowel rod, umbrella, whatever to the side, and roll to your side coming up. I hope you enjoyed this sequence. Again, it's a great warm-up before you do any of your other forms of movement, especially if it's something upper body focused. And it's a great therapeutic sequence to really work on honing the connection of your extremity, upper extremity to the trunk body with that nervous system regulation focus, working on those reflexes that are so important for whole healing, holistic healing and function.